find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Denver Broncos. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Catch by Brandon Ayuk there, and you can see the potential he has to be a big-time playmaker. Over 800 yards as an NFL sophomore, still chasing that first 1,000-yard season. Nice catch there to move the chains.
Okay, line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ultra.
A first carry for Elijah Mitchell. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Lance. Complete. This is Mitchell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Mitchell will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Wilson. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. The Broncos at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Albert Okwuegbunam. His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance to throw it. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Lance now on first down. He sets to fire deep. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. McCann now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. From the 6. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 25 on second down. Wilson, they'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 18. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Okay, ready?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ultra. Go ultra.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Lance looking to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. On second down, Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. McManus now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
First down, here's Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Lance now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, left, watch it, 6.
To throw, it's Lance. He's going to take another shot here. Touchdown! Danny Gray. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Niners will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson. He'll go up top here for Hamler. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
A final shot before half for Lance. Dancing to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On 1st down, Lance. Able to find Gray here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And it's complete to Mitchell. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
The Lance going to throw. That's another one complete to Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They've gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Let's go now. Hey, close field. 22 meters.
On the counter, Mitchell. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos on the field ready to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
A good pickup there at 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Now Wilson. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And Lance's throw caught by Gray. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
From the 39, Lance. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait, because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And Lance now to throw. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Lance. That's complete left side to Gray. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Lance finding Ayuk there for a Niner first. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His second touchdown of the game. His third on the year. And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down.
Ready. Hey, check Mega. Ultra. Ready?
They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Ready. Hey,
On third down, here's Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love.
And this time he is in. Elijah Mitchell with his second touchdown of the night. And the 49ers have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Broncos 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Wilson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Niners, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1.
it.